what legacy do I want to leave behind? And just really get in touch with your motivation for being a person in business, for being an entrepreneur. So one way to help you do that is to breathe. So all together, we're going to do this. I want you to put your hand on your belly. And I just want you to get acquainted with this part of your body, because there's a lot happening right here. This is where you digest your food. This is where you breathe, of course. This is where your intuition lies. You hear people talk about, I had a gut feeling about something. That's because they're listening to their intuition. That's actually a physical place in your body right here. This is where most of your immune system is. And some people call this the second brain because you have just as many neurons here as you do in your brain. This is a very smart place, okay? And it's a very important place. So when you're trying to figure out, what do I want to leave behind? What is my legacy? Tune into this part of your body and take a deep breath and see what kind of answers come forth for you. So we're just going to do that together. Everyone take a deep breath in. And when you breathe from this place, when you breathe in, you actually want your belly to puff out. And it's okay. Let your belly puff out as you breathe in. It's like a balloon that you're filling up. And as you breathe out, suck your belly button in towards the back of your spine and just let all the air come out. And you'll notice when you breathe from this place that you start to become calm and relaxed because you're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to calm you down and helps to tame the fight or flight response. So as you're figuring out what food works best for me, what business decisions work best for my business, which mentors should I follow, how can I make the best decisions for me personally and for my business, tune into this place in your body and see what kind of wisdom comes to you. So I promised I'd talk about nutrition, so I'll do that in a little bit. When I talk about nutrition, there are two things that I talk about. One is you are what you eat. That's the physical nutrition part of it. When you eat food, it goes into your digestive system, breaks it down, it enters your bloodstream. The food then builds your cells, your tissues, your organs, your thoughts, your emotions. You literally become what you put in your body. And then on the other hand, I talk about nourishment. So food can be nourishing, but you also need nourishment in every other area of your life. You need emotional nourishment, you need spiritual nourishment, you need mental nourishment. When you're in positive relationships, when you're on a good career path, when you're living your purpose, that's nourishing. And you need both the nutrition and the nourishment to be powerful in business. When you want to make a positive change in the world, you need to honor yourself. And you need to really respect your body as a temple for the soul and the spirit that you house. And to do that, you need to look at your nutrition and your nourishment. So when we talk about nutrition, it really comes down to physics. Who knew? Remember in high school when you learned that everything has a frequency, everything has a vibration? So guess what? Your food has a vibration. Your food has a frequency. And if you want to be the best person that you can be in business, if you want to be the best entrepreneur that you can be, you need to take a look at what you're putting in that temple. What kind of frequency, what kind of vibration does your food have? So I'm going to give you some quick key points. The first thing is whole foods have the highest frequency. highest vibration. What do I mean by whole foods? I'm talking about food that comes straight from nature. So if you can dig it out of the ground, if you can pull it from a tree, if you can pluck it off a bush, that's a whole food. As soon as it goes through the refinement process and gets put into a package, you get something out of plastic or cardboard, most likely it's not a whole food. The beauty of whole foods is that they have the synchronicity of vitamins and nutrients that you need to feed your body. Your body recognizes what to do with whole foods. But as soon as you start to process it and break it down, there are things, nutrients and ingredients that are missing that your body has to figure out how to process it, how to digest it. And then it starts to pull nutrients from other places in your body in order to digest it, and that's when you start to get sick. So whole foods, your body knows what to do with that. Fresh foods are important. Well, why? If you pick something right from a tree, while it's on that tree, that food has life force coming through it. That food has a high frequency, a high vibration. As soon as you remove it from its life source, the tree, the life force starts to go out of the food. So the fresher the food you are eating, the more life force it's going to have in it. Remember, you are what you eat. So if you're eating that life force, you have more life force in your cells, in your body, and you're clearer and you can make the best decisions for you and your business. Everybody with me so far? Is this making sense? Okay, so whole, fresh, local. Why local? When you get foods locally, they're generally fresher. But also, there's the scary thing that happens in the grocery stores that we don't always know about. A lot of times they're gassing the food to make it ripen quicker or to make it look right. They're putting food coloring in the skins of fruit to make it look right. They're putting food coloring in the fish, or they're putting carbon monoxide on our meat and our fish to make it look fresher. So when you get local food, you generally skip all that nonsense. Another key point in the highest frequency food is organic. Why organic? When you get organic, you are missing all the toxic pesticides and chemicals that are typically put into our food supply. So whole, fresh, local, organic, and simple. What do I mean by simple food? So many times, if you look at your plate, and you look what's on your plate, there's all these different ingredients, all these different types of foods, and it's complex. And when you put that into your body, it can be overwhelming to your digestive system. You are what you eat, so if you're eating simple foods, you will have more clarity in your cells. You will be able to make those decisions that you need to make as an entrepreneur. Okay, now, let's talk about the nourishment part of this. What kinds of ways of eating will help you to be the best entrepreneur? Again, simple. When you're eating simply, things just get clearer. Your body doesn't have to expend as much energy on digestion when you're eating simply. Eating slowly. Think about who you are as an eater, and think about how you eat your meals. And know that there is a direct correlation between how you eat and how you are in life. Everybody take a deep breath. There is a correlation between how you eat and how you operate in life. And I would also say how you operate in business. So when you're eating slowly, and you're really tasting your food, and you're really being with your food, you can get more in touch with who you are. You can get more in touch with the clarity that you want to have about your business. So how do you eat slowly? I'm going to give you a few suggestions. And it sounds easy, but it's actually harder than you think. So when you eat lunch today, first thing that you want to do when you sit down is take a deep breath. Remember, you want your belly to puff out as you breathe in. Squeeze your belly button back to your spine as you breathe out. Take a deep breath. This brings oxygen into your digestive system, helps you digest your food better. And then, in between each bite, take another deep breath. Sounds so simple, right? Try it. By the fourth bite, you'll have forgotten. And that's okay. You can always start over. Another tip is to put your eating utensil down between each bite. Sounds so simple, but I still, after years and years of practicing, I'll notice I'm eating and I'm just, chewing, putting it in there, and I'm like, why am I still holding my fork with all this food on it? What am I so what's the hurry? So practice it, try it. Put your utensil down between each bite and see if that doesn't help you to slow down and really eat with your food and enjoy your food. Another tip is to chew your food. Again, how many of you actually chew your food? Really? Do you chew your food? You'll be surprised when you really start to pay attention if you're actually chewing it or not. So try this. See how many times you can chew your food. Actually count it out and see how far you get. Ideally, 25 to 50 times is a good amount of times you chew each bite. You want your food to be liquid before you swallow it. Digestion starts in your mouth, so you're releasing digestive enzymes through your saliva as you chew it. So if anyone has any kind of digestive disorders, when you really chew your food, you can eliminate a lot of the digestive discomfort. You can heal your digestive system just by chewing your food. So try that. It's a great way to slow down. So eat simply, eat slowly, and enjoy what you're eating. So you all know that sometimes you choose things that aren't the best. You know what's healthy, you know what you should be eating. But sometimes we make different choices. And that's okay. When you make the choice, you make it consciously. Know what you're choosing. If you choose the cupcake over the carrot, know what you're choosing. Know exactly what you're doing in that moment. And if you choose the cupcake, breathe. Really taste the flavor. Feel the texture in your mouth. Eat it slowly. Really chew it. Really enjoy it. Sometimes when you make choices like that, you realize, oh, I don't even really like that. Or you realize you're satiated after a few bites. And then you put it down, and then you're good. Whereas if you would have just stuffed it in there, like there just wasn't enough and you were running out of time, you would have eaten the whole thing. So try that. Next time you want to make the choice that you know isn't the best for you, try eating it slowly and really tasting it, really experiencing it. And see if it makes a difference in how you feel afterwards and maybe in your mouth that you eat.